Hello there, good evening, and welcome to a live stream of Terra Nil, which is a game that I've already played on Netflix, of all things, interestingly enough, and very much enjoyed it. And then it was on my wish list here, went on sale, and I figured I'd pick it up. So, I'm going to play, because the Netflix version is fun, but you're playing essentially on your phone with a mirror on the TV, which doesn't feel all that sustainable in terms of, you know, I like my progress saved. So, we're going to head on over to game. There we go. Oh, I need to make sure that, oh no. Make sure you can actually hear the game. There we go. That's more like it. It's more like it. Hello. Yo, I'm a pro gamer now. Yeah, exactly, Nolan. You were quoted in a wiki. Goodness me. And Mindle's mum. We're doing this Yorkshire style. Indeed. Now then. Anyway, right. New profile. And well, profile 1, I guess. Terra Nil. It's a wonderful game, this one. I say I have played it on Netflix before. Excuse me. And the idea is magnificent. You are restoring to the whole Christmas in each accent. That'd be interesting. But anyway, we're here to restore nature, restore the balance, and hopefully, by following this wonderful ecosystem restoration book, we can achieve magnificent things. It is a lovely game, and it's a game that's... Oh, hang on, the door's opening. Just a second, sorry. Oh, I see. Sorry, I'm being released from a locked box environment because it's going to get too hot in here, which is very nice of the wonderful Mrs. Soup there. Yeah, so it is a lovely game, and it's part of a worldview that I'm increasingly interested in. This idea of sort of dystopian, utopian, and sort of solar punk and this kind of thing. So the first step to any restoration endeavour is to restore water and plant life. To begin with, increased greenery in this valley with irrigators. Increased greenery, in this valley with irrigators, pumps, and toxin scrubbers. Reclaiming this landscape will involve wind turbines for power, toxin scrubbers to clean the soil, and water pumps to restore the rivers. The steps to creating a temperate forest are not always straightforward, and you may need to use controlled fires before the trees can thrive. So here we are. There are a variety of approaches to wasteland reclamation. What's yours? Gardener, ecologist, environmental engineer. I want to create a beautiful, vibrant landscape, which I quite like. I want to restore biodiversity and balance the environment. Okay. And I want to rebuild the ecosystem with sophisticated machines, not recommended for a first playthrough. Should we just go for gardener for now? Okie dokie. Oh, I see. So the resources that you have and everything else is different on them. Begin with some basics. Pan the camera by moving your mouse cursor to the edge of the screen. Okay, cool. We can do that. Oh, yeah. Alternatively, you can press and hold the middle mouse button. Try it now. Okay, so that's sort of you dragging. You can also pan with the WASD. Yeah, grand. Finally, zooming in and out with the mouse wheel. I'm aware that I'm covering up the camera there. Yeah, it's a reverse city sim. So the landscape starts out parched and barren and ruined, and you're here to try and fix it. And not only fix it, but actually leave each area with a negative impression of you, but there should be no evidence that you were ever there, in fact, which is quite cool. Turbine. Select a place for the turbine now. Do the turbines have to go on? Yes, they do, on the stones. So there we go. Now that you have electricity, you can clean the soil. Try to fit 4 toxin scrubbers as far from the turbine as possible. And the toxin scrubbers, they cleanse nearby wasteland of toxins, converting it into fertile soil. Exactly, yeah. I really dig it as well. And it's something that in my artwork, I think I'm going to try and explore in as much as I do with sort of Lovecraftian themes and sort of dark and horror and this kind of thing. I really want to maybe do some chrome punk themes as well. Restoration. After all, one of my favourite children's books is Henry's Quest, which I think, if I hadn't already told you about it, Nolan, I think you'd probably like Henry's Quest. It's set in a future, and it's about people rediscovering the landscape, and sort of it's good. I like it. Anyway, some buildings can be rotated using the R or mouse wheel. Select the irrigator and try this. Okay, irrigator creates greenery by watering nearby clean soil. Okay, and you can sort of rotate it. I see. And then R. Okay, R can do that as well. Clean soil provides the perfect place to grow greenery. Greenery provides resources which are used to create buildings. Construct 3 irrigators to clean the soil. Okay. And you can see the area of effect there. So some of them are sort of L-shaped, some are straighter. So, yeah. Graham Oakley, is that the author of Henry's Quest, I believe? Or maybe I'm misremembering. So there we go. And I think the other one needs to go in the middle here. Goes in the square hole. There we go. Well, it was one of the... It's no exaggeration to say it's one of the most important books of my life, actually. It was such an important children's book for me. But if you're ever lost, you can always look in the handbook for hints about what to do next. Okay. Now, I'm a bit irritated that I am in the way on this feed, so I'm just going to move my face maybe down there for now, and I can always fix it later. Fix my face later. There we go. This book serves as a guide to the intricate processes of restoring an environment. From wasteland to a thriving ecosystem. The process is not always easy, and even with this guide, you will need to experiment to understand exactly what needs to be done. In the pages that follow, you will find descriptions of regions, flora, and fauna you are likely to encounter. Good evening, Chominar. Good evening. The book also contains blueprints of machines and structures that will help you in your task. If you are successful, you will eventually no longer need this book. When it happens, I ask you to pass it along that it may serve someone else. Good luck with your journey of restoration. Thank you, Charmanar, for the fart there. Thank you. Right, so we have these tabs, and they will tell you... Oh, that's the index. Okay, that's cool. Oh, no. Greenery goal. Increase the landscape's greenery in your primary goal, but remember to keep an eye on your available resources. To begin with, get the greenery target to 30%. Okay, cool. But if we just go back to the handbook for a second, is there anything else? Temperate, missions, buildings. Ooh. This is what we've got so far in the buildings. Nice. Just checking you had the sound turned on. Juicy, but also tinny. It was a little bit. Yeah, it was a little bit. An arcade soup thumbnail was in the image section. Oh, that's interesting. Right, 30%. So we need to get more greenery going, don't we? So that means we need another... well, I don't know, actually. I wonder if we can... Yeah, probably have to put that there. And then maybe this here. This here. An old one when you had hair. I had hair, but I wasn't nearly as mentally healthy. Right, there we go. Oh no, we're missing that corner bit there. Oh dear. But I think okay. We're getting closer to 30% though. Still have hair. It's just migrated. Yeah. Well, you know, there are lots of people who keep on TikTok doing that thing that some men think is like the ultimate wisdom, where they say, "Dude, give up. You know, just shave it all off." This kind of thing. And the problem is, a lot of my hair is really quite thick and, you know, present. And I don't want to just have a bald head. It's freezing. So, you know, I just try to avoid that look of... Sorry, there's something bothering me on the OBS there. That look of, you know, someone who you might find in a bus stop covering themselves up with a... with a dirty brown coat. I try to avoid that as much as possible, you know. Right, okay. Retry map handbook options. I guess this is us now. This is what we're doing. So, there we go. Wear the flat cap. You look good in those. Nolan, you're not helping, man. You're not helping. Honestly. There we go. That was me trying to be nice. Oh, man. You have to cheat it for 30 minutes. You'll be back afterwards. All right, Mendel's mum. Thank you for letting me know. Honestly. Freezing. I cut mine off even in the winter because I don't like being hot. And if I do get cold, I put a hat on. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. There we go. Put some greenery there. Whoosh! I love the way that the water, you know, spreads out, and in its wake you get the grass. But also there's this sort of shadow left behind here at the bottom, at the base of the cliff, interestingly. Like a member of REM. Have fun. I'll try and have fun. No, well, oh no! So you're saying to her, have fun? Yes, we will see. We will see Middle's mum when she gets back. I'm going to try and have fun, despite the negging that's going on. Pumps water to fill dry riverbeds. Ooh. Range is extended by elevation. I see. So, okay, and it needs to be powered as well. Cool. Okay, let's go there. Ah, nice. That's nice, isn't it? I like it. And then you can, I think that's probably a timed undo button, isn't it? Let's just try that. Yeah, okay, yeah, so that undoes that last move. But anyway, I'll put the water pump back where it was. There we go. Measure grow cube. Okay. The crafting solar punk. After the wastes bloom again, we rebuild. Yeah, exactly. That kind of thing. You know, something somewhat hopeful with a tinge of various things that I love. That could work. Also, it is warm this evening. I'm sure Charmanar can attest to that. I hope you haven't made me sick. You have a sore throat coming on. Oh no. Oh dear. I don't feel sick so far, although as I was saying earlier, Mrs. Soup isn't feeling terribly well. I wouldn't be surprised if it is the heat and the Newcastle city centre traffic and shouting. So even you're so grow the beard extra long and comb it over one baldy to another. Well, that's also one thing. I am comfortable with people being able to see the egg shape of my head. You know, I'm not trying to deny that I've got less hair now on top. But you know, nice tip. Well, I don't know, with that sort of hello there. What? No, I've got. Egg, more bean. Well, possibly. To be fair, I've always thought my head is kind of pineapple shaped, actually. It's definitely always been difficult to buy hats for. So when I find a hat that fits me, it's no small amount of excitement. There we go. I suppose you could, yeah. Lumps, bumps, and scars tend to wear a hat most of the time. Well, it is something to take seriously, especially in weather such as we're getting at the moment. Having a sun hat. I'm glad to hear that Charmanar has a sun hat. Because yeah, today has been quite hot. But yeah, the KCD shout out is excellent. Right, so our next goal is 75% green. So we're currently at 61. And in these early stages, I think the goal is just you have to keep on trucking. It's not about necessarily the final design. You just sort of get it out there. I might have to leave the camera there for streams, because it does seem as though this area here is used for text quite a lot, actually. But anyway, blah 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 blah. And that was, well, I don't know. There's a wee bit of overlap there, so I guess that's okay. And then can we? Oh, okay. So there's a windmill we can place there. And then can we get the most out of... Yes. That's what we want. Trying to remember what was the... Oh no, that was the rotating of the individual items. I don't think you can actually rotate the map. I think the map is stuck on this plane, or from this angle rather. There we go. And then just 4% more to go. Can we get it? No, we can't. We have to put another... Too close to another turbine. Arrgh. That's annoying. I have to just go there. Ah, that'll do. Whew. Do you know what? I think I might just have to grab... There's a desk fan down here. If I can grab it with my toe. Yes. And then I also have a wet cloth. Ah. Oh, yes. Oh, heavenly. Because, yeah, it was pushing... It's been not too far off 30 degrees in the car today. And this evening is still quite warm. I think we're at 22, I think. There we go. I'm not sure. Do I want to know? I have a leather one, but they make cloth ones. Oh, a hat. Okay, phew. Yeah, the plastic fatigue can be a real bugger actually. What you could do is make a make an impression of one of the other blades in something like clay or silicon, and try and make a resin blade. That could work. Possibly. Or like a heat shrinking, heat shaped plastic like warbler, that kind of thing. That's not the kind of advice you get from a man who has hair. Right, so now we have a calcifier crystallizes nearby greenery, creating rock, which is obviously going to be useful for planting more in the way of windmills, turbines rather. Excavator, oh yes, creates new riverbed. Now this is basically where you're shooting a missile through the ground. That requires electricity to do that. So, yeah. Both my dad and maternal grandpa were bald by 30. Somehow you have all your hair. Well, I'm very happy for you. Right, yeah, okay. So we have a riverbed with the water's only going that far. Does this mean what if we put this? Yes, so we can get the water to be pumped even further along, which is good. And if you put this guy here, thank you for the farts there, fart noise. Charminar. What's the currency in this game? It seems to be greenery. I'm guessing it's the equivalent of biomass. But it's leaves, I think. And the more greenery you have, the more ability you have to plant things in the landscape. And so, for example, if I was to, let's say, if we put that, yeah, there, although actually no, we'd need it to go through to a place where there's water. So, for example, there might help, might work. So we put that there, and then yes, we can put another pump in here, and actually that will pump. Yes, there we go. Cool. So we've got lots of water now. No, everything doesn't. I don't think everything does play fart sounds. Should it? It shouldn't. Oh man, it might do. Okay, there you go. So posture check didn't do a fart sound. Although posture check did do a fart sound. Oh no, it does everything do farts now. See, this is why I was telling you, Charmanar. It's not simple. It's not simple getting this to work. Because of the different interacting systems. I knew something like this would happen. Oh, is it because... No, it's not, because 100 shouldn't unlock one of the fart noises. Oh, for goodness sake. For goodness sake. I'm going to have to check. Okay, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Whatever. Whatever, Trevor. I'm not remotely distracted. What am I doing? Indeed, whatever. Whatever, Minga. Right, so that now we can... you have to finish a sentence starting with, I'll have to check when the subject is fart sounds. Yeah. Yeah. I told you this was it was going to be more complicated than just what the person was doing on the YouTube video. I knew it. Animals have entered. Oh, started appearing. Let's see. Select them to see what they need to thrive. Okay, so we have the pine deer. They need space and water. We have a territory. Okay. When the animals aren't at least somewhat satisfied, the animal group will be unable to sustain itself and will eventually leave. Don't be concerned. When the conditions improve, the animals will return. Okay. And then, do we have... Can we click on the birds there? We can't. No. Okay. Right, cool. All I did was suggest it. All you did was suggest it. All you did was suggest it. You, for like months, were sort of were you know were not no. You were sort of very strongly. No, there's no music. There's just sort of ambient nature noise. I don't think that was a rant. I think that was an extended explanation. I think it was, yeah. An extended. fine. It's fine. It's fine. So anyway, what am I looking for? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I even doing, man? Okay, what I'm doing is, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Ooh. Well, 99% green. Really? Or is that green of greenable in that sense? So if we sort of make more of this, will that drop? No, not necessarily. Interesting. Ooh. Yay! Okay, once the backbone of the ecosystem is thriving, your next step is to increase the diversity of growing plants. Introduce fynbos, wetlands, and forests. You'll also need to begin to pay attention to the local climate. Okay. I see, yeah. Hydroponium creates wetlands, must be built on an irrigator near water and on low ground. Beehive. Swarming bees pollinate nearby greenery, creating fynbos flowers. Reclaim 150 more fynbos tiles to unlock the next aspect. Okay. So if you put a beehive, could we put it in this tree? Nice. Yay! Solar amplifier focuses sunlight, allowing for the start of a controlled burn. Yeah. Yeah, now that's where things get kind of interesting. But we shall come back to that. Should we make a low, like a wetland? Where can be a wetland? Would here work? Oh. What is it? It needs to be placed on an on an irrigator. Oh, I see. So I could place it on there, a great wetland, or I could put it on. Put it on. Thank you, Noam. Thank you. I have no regrets. I really like the look of the hydroponium, the sort of rotating plant life in there. Okay. So now, I guess we need to. There we go. Ooh, we have the Aurora deer. Where do the scrub toxins go? I'm guessing they probably go into a filter, you know, a little bit like you can have atmosphere scrubbers that essentially take up and hold in a oh, what do they call it? In a matrix toxic materials. That's what I'm guessing. Let's go to 2. No, I don't want to put the beehive there yet. I think what we need is to do another blast that takes the water up in this direction. So I think probably, although we need more power, don't we? So that means we need this guy here to make some stone, on which we can place a turbine, which can be powered by this. There we go. Yeah, posture check. Makes a fart noise now. That's not cool, man. That's not cool. That's not the way it's meant to be. And boom. There we go. And I think we probably want another one, actually. So wood. Let's try that. Okay. We put this pump here. Now you hear the music. Yes. So I think music comes back as the landscape matures, or music comes into it as the landscape matures, I think. Presumably matures away from the need to use, gaseous sound effects in live streams, for example. I'm only speculating, mind you. I'm only speculating. Who can say? There we go. So I think now we have this whole square to be dealing with, and that's represented by this balance. We have 45% fynbos, 34% wetland, natural wind, and forests, 2% forest. So we've got more forests to encourage, which I believe may well happen if we do this. Target invalid. Okay. So we burn up the environment. Which does look grim, but it's all part of the cycle. Indeed, burn it all! Now then, Arboretum uses nutritious ash to create forests. Can only be built on a burned building husk. So we have burned building husk here, which will create some of our forest, which is again really cool, and really plays with that whole idea that that fire can be good. Fire can be part of these sorts of strategies, and it's interesting how counterintuitive that is to a lot of people. The one of the big issues that we had with the BMX archaeology project that I worked on a couple of years ago was that local people completely misunderstood what the environment might actually require to be healthy. So they saw what were plants out of control as being a natural environment, whereas actually what it was a chaotic environment. Lots of the plants were very unhealthy. They were growing up and over each other. They were literally competing to the point of strangling each other, in terms, for light, or even being downright parasitic. And we had because the guy I was working with, he used to be my boss at the National Trust. We had a contact at the National Trust who came in and did a ground survey of the entire area that we were interested in. So we were looking at the BMX track in the park, but also the environment that surrounded it, so as to understand how best to look after it in a way that would keep the track as clear as possible for people wanting to use it, this kind of thing. And first of all, the local council didn't necessarily understand this in terms of forest, basically what we're talking about is forest or landscape management. They were looking at specifically what was a mature plant and what wasn't. But a mature, unhealthy set of plants does not make necessarily a healthy landscape. And then local people were just horrified at the prospect that there might be controlled burnings or active deforestation in areas, or active plant, large-scale pruning, in order to encourage growth in a way that would benefit all of the plants and make them easier to control as not growing across the BMX track. And it was a fight that we just didn't win. Frankly, we couldn't win because we weren't really there to make the environmental case. We were there to help the kids, the young people, learn about the history of that park and maybe try and get something of the BMX track up and running again. But people don't want to hear it when they have a sense of what they think is natural, which is weird in itself. There's so many things that people think are natural which are just not. Anyway, that was a rant. Possibly. So this is where it gets a little bit fiddly. You have to just sort of do a lot of filling in patches at some point in this. Management be good or not, but it isn't natural. It's true, but an unmanaged, unnatural landscape is the worst of both worlds. So this was a BMX track and a sort of a forest-like. Oh, sorry, maybe you're talking about something else in the conversation there. Sorry, but in this instance, it was a park with a BMX track and something of possibly a former orchard, combined with wetland, combined with unchecked growth for 40 years of various plants, and also all of it was on top of an old rubbish tip as well. That was the best part. It was on top of in the 1970s. It was the municipal dump. And so you had these people who grew up knowing that was a dump, talking about it as though we were suggesting that heritage Greenland, heritage forest land, ancient forest was under threat. But it was unmanaged and it was unnatural, and that led to a very, I could tell, but again I could tell because I grew up in the countryside and I've studied this stuff as well to a certain extent, landscape archaeology, and some of that involves aspects of landscape management. How to spot it, if nothing else. There we go, irrigator. And should we put in another? There we go. You have a degree in wilderness management. Oh, that's cool. That's fantastic. Yes, Rising Sun Country Park is an excellent example of managed repair of damaged land. As a former mining site, crisscrossed by trackways for moving coal, and also as well with part of the pit being filled in and becoming a lake now. It's a genuine local gem. It's become a real wonderful countryside site. And at some point, when I'm feeling a little bit mentally stronger, I'm probably going to be applying for a job there, helping to talk about the landscape and its history. Thankfully, I haven't pissed them off by not applying sooner. In fact, it seems that everyone there is having a difficult year, actually, in terms of how they feel about their work as much as anything else. But yeah, Rising Sun Country Park is wonderful, and it's one of my favourite local places. Can we do? No, we can't really do. So yeah, there's these awkward little spots around the edges. There we go. Missed so many farts. Mr. Soup broke the fart commands. I'm sorry. Mr. Soup did not break the fart commands. Anyway. That's the cooldown window. Oh no. Bugger. Right, I can't even tell. Okay, right, yes, that's what I'm doing. What am I doing? Oh my god. Right. Cooldown, 2.4 seconds. No, they don't all play the same fart sound. They shouldn't all play the same fart sound. No, that... Oh my God. Definitely not the same fart sound. It's the fact that it's right in my ear. It's just... concentrate, okay. We really need to try and get... I guess if we could try and get some water up here. Would that work? Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Good. Can't remember, see if we can entertain ourselves. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you can entertain yourselves. That's you know, that's good. That's a really good thing. There we go. Now we've got some stones to put the turbine in. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, do you know what? You know why, don't you? I cannot move that. Ah! Thank you. That'll do. So now, can we place... Yeah, that used to be in a place where there's been some burning. So now, is there a beehive we can put in this tree here, for example? You now know that the commands that shouldn't play farts are all playing the cheaper fart noise. So I'm guessing, do they play the fart noise that costs the equivalent of those other costs or not? Like, is it a case of they cost... No, but they don't cost more than the lower... than the cheapest fart noise, do they? Anyway. Oh my god! Cylon, man. Right. Oh, yes, yes. There's only 5 of each fart allowed per stream. So if you burn through them, then, you know, be it on your head. Right, we're going to burn something. Burn! It's the scientific process in action, Nolan. Definitely. Okay, Arboretum. Yay! Although we have now reduced the Finbos, so we probably need to put a beehive in that tree. Oh, a new animal species has appeared. Where are they? Oh, there they are. Frogs. Fennel frog. Oh, new animal species has appeared. Is it like a goose? No, they're, where are they? Well, let me click on them. Hey, we're getting more and more animals, which is good. Oh, and the frog's happy as well. Looks like they are. Okay. Spent over 30k in fart noises. Nice. I'm completely distracted. What am I doing? I mean, it looks like the frogs are so happy that they're constantly producing little bits of green, which is nice. That's very cool. The Lord's work. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thoughts of killing the planet. Well, they're killing this little planet that I'm trying to manage in a respectable way. Right. Okay. So we need to put I get a thing there. Irrigator, nice. And then we do need more water. Does that mean that we need to shoot another offshoot? Possibly here. There we go. Those have gotten your sore throat with all the fun you're having. Oh, fart acres. I suppose we could call an area fart acres, yeah. Mel's going to be so bummed she missed the farts. That's right, yes. So the wetland is made by putting... Oh, yes. Bummed. Bum, 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 bum. I also got it, incidentally. I just didn't, go for such low-hanging fruit. Because I am a sophisticated fellow. Oh. Oh, the timing on that one was unbelievable. I'm a sophisticated fellow. Yes, we can break him. A new animal species has appeared. So what's that? Is that otters? Beavers. Okay, nice. Undiscovered. Huh? Intriguing. Fairtan. Yep, Fairtan. Showing that sophistication. I'm a classy lady. That's what I am. Classy bird, as they say. Ulf Fjord. Right. Oh. So the wetland is slightly growing all the time. And that's about to unlock a research centre. Reduce the cost of some buildings and unlock the ability to manipulate the region's climate. Okay. Enjoying that art book. I've had a little bit of a look at it. It is pretty cool, actually. I like it, yeah. So, shall we go... there. Reformation buildings cheaper, okay. Now that you've learned the basics of restoration, you need to begin to address the regional climate. The climate is defined by these attributes. Right now, we are only interested in humidity, but these will change in the future. Okay. So optional goals: ferns and riverbanks, water lilies blossom, salmon run, rains begin. Okay, right. Clipped. I'm a sophisticated fellow. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh no, Mr. Frodo. Buildings that grow plants like the irrigator or beehive are also affected by regional climatic attributes. Okay. Many buildings modify the climate slightly, but some, like this cloud cedar, change it significantly. Cultivating the right climate is an important step in your reclamation journey. Good luck. Okay. Cool. Oh, it's too shallow for the butter. Oh. Okay, that's good to know. It's got to be a no understanding about his woman. Share the share the load. Share the load, Mr. Frodo.
Filthy hobbitses.
Cloud Cedar. Shall we give that a go? I wonder if that will mean that rain starts to appear. Interesting. John Short. Yeah, I wonder what the cloud. Oh, there's some lightning there. Anyway, so keep on going, I guess. Need a little bit more forest, which I'm gonna put here. Yeah, there we go. And then I'm gonna put in our solar burner and burn all of that away. There we go. Oh man, just doesn't stop. Oh blimey. Oh man, oh no, oh. 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 Okay, oh. No. Come on now, just stop. Come on. Stop. Stop the burning. Stop the burning. Stop it. Stop it. No. You shall not. I suppose you have already. Okay. Oh, yeah, those poor frogs. Look at them. Poor wee guys. They are less happy than they once were. Well, now we get to do some forest building. So let's put the forest in here. Burn things. And then if we go to our wetland thingy-bobby, can we... Oh no, we already have one there. So what we need to do is put one of Yowzers down. Oh, will you not go there? Ah. Interesting. Oh, hey. And then now, if we put you... Oh, but you're not close enough to the water. Oh, that's annoying. So now we need to do another excavation blast thingy. Out in that direction. Well, I suppose we could go here. Well, that's a new improved excavator. Poisons can land around it, apparently. Okay. Put a water pump in. Will it work? There. So now, can we do our wetland? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Hopefully the frogs will be a little bit happier. Oh no, they've gone away. Oh no. They have as well. They have actually gone away. Oh, bugger. Okay. It's not a joke, by the way. Okay. Okay. And yes, you're right, Silent. I am, in fact, befuddled, much like that. Take it over with the management. Yeah, what have we done with them? Well, I destroyed their habitat, it seems. Temporarily. Temporarily only. So if I go back to another excavator. And can we join up? These bits of wetland. Yes, we can. So now... And then... Now, surely to goodness, that's going to be enough for the frogs to come back. Surely. Come on. Come on, frogs. I believe in you. Now we need to put some more beehives in trees to create sort of a Finboss hinterland. They only go on certain trees. Okay. Ah, here's ya. And not there. Right. Probably because we need to... There we go. Okay. Okay. I think we're doing better. Oh, I'd love a cup of tea and maybe a Tunnock's tea cake. It would be good. Oh! Mint julep. Mm. Right, and can we plant... more forest, but on the edge of the forest we can put in some more of the Finboss. Yay! With plant life and climate re-established, the final step is to construct an airship by recycling your buildings. As you remove your presence, encourage fauna to stay by satisfying their needs so that they can be the new custodians of this ecosystem. Okay. Now you say hydrate. I've actually... I'm almost run out of water, actually. At least this many groups. Okay. Try using the Sonic Pulse and Wildlife Bridge to guide them. Interesting. Sonic Pulse emits a Sonic Pulse that temporarily drives away nearby animals. Okay. Oh, we now have wolves. Wildlife Bridge. A natural bridge which animals can use to cross rivers as small... Oh, yes. Testing if this makes a lot of sound. Yeah, I think I'm going to need more water as well. Cool. So, I don't know where else can we... Where might be good for a wildlife bridge. Maybe there. Yeah. And what we'll do is we'll put in... Oh, yes, the airship. Well, that's construction of an airship with materials recycled from other buildings. So we can begin to construct our airship. It's probably best to place it, yeah, somewhat centrally. And basically it sends out a little drone, a water drone, to go and pick up excuse me, bits of the structures that you've destroyed or recycled from around the area. So recycling silo recycles other buildings and stores a portion of their costs. So for example, are there any... Here's probably a good candidate for that. So we do that, and it recycles those buildings. Now, one more recycling drone to unlock. Okay, need to make a recycling drone. There we go. So now we have loading docks, recycle material from surrounding buildings and silos onto a recycling drone. So we have this silo up here that's ready, and if we put that there, it will draw from that silo. It will fill up that drone. It demolishes the loading dock at the same time, which is really cool. And then delivers those materials to our hovercraft, which is quite cool. Space, no one can hear you fart. Thank goodness for that. The vacuum of space would be incroyable. And then if we want to, can we do more planting of cloud seeding? Try and get more moisture up going on. Let's see if we can cloud seed here as well. Rains begin. So we've reached 70% moisture. And we put another cloud seed over here. That's what we want. That's what we want. Now then, the rains are, look at that, the rain is doing the work of the whatever they're called, the irrigator. Of course it is. So the rain comes in, the ash burned landscape is now rejuvenating. Oh, fantastic. Oh my God. Ah, Cylon, you are excellent with the timing. Anyway, so we also have 13 species, which is fantastic. Oh wow, you can hear thunder and lightning. So now, yes, we can begin to keep on this process of recycling our bits and bobs. There we go. Oh boy, Mum, we come to the territory. I can imagine. I can imagine. There we go. Will the drone reach there? It will. There, it's set off. Can we make another drone? Looks like we can. Or maybe we can't. There we go. So let's put in another recycler just here. That tidies up all of those guys. our drone setting off yet? Oh no, because we need to have the... There we go. So there it goes. Whee! Yes. That's what we want. Ah, should we put in another cloud seeder just to try and get that moisture up? So I think we've probably taken away a couple of them, haven't we? Oh wow! Water lilies are blossoming! Salmon are running! Where are the salmon running? Let's see, can we find the salmon? Get the moisture up there. What she said. Hey, hey, hey. How do salmon run with no legs? Good question. Good question. How do they get to the finish line? Maybe that's why they call it the finish line. Because you don't need legs to get there. Whoa. Okay. Let's tidy that up. There we go. Ooh, can the drone reach there? It can! Brilliant. Brilliant. Percentage of buildings that have been recycled, 39%. Okay. So we have more to do. Oh, we do. We do. We do! We have so much more to do. Oh, that's a nice catch-all. Bendig-edig. Right, so now we need to put in our recovery. Nice. %91 moisture. Put in another seeder, shall we? Cloud seeder. We don't want it to be too close to another one. Okay, we're at 96% moisture. I love the way the rain comes through and rejuvenates the ash, the burned ashland. It's really good. And this isn't as pretty as my first attempt when I was playing on the Netflix version, but it is more complex in environments. Interestingly enough, I don't think we managed to get rain on that first playthrough. Anyway, we need to keep on keeping on, keep on tidying up. There we go. So yes, I am beginning the process of making that list of things that I'm inspired by, that I want to sort of maybe make and do not similarly to, but things that make me feel the way that stuff does. And it's been quite nice starting that list, actually. Oh, now. Looks like we can't quite get where we need to get to. unfortunately. Now, is that because... Interesting. So we can't place there, but we can place there. Maybe there's a drop. There's a drop there. We need to put a lock in. Yeah. So now the drone will fly over to the lock, go down a level, which we can't see because it's behind a tree, access the loading dock, and there we go. Although that is now an extra building that needs to be removed. Ironically.
Maybe I like the misery.
There we go. It didn't take the lock with it. I needed to fold the lock up as well. But we did. We did. And also my left eye. It's the eczema. It's a very irritated left eye, especially with the heat. Right. So it's to plant this guy here. Catch all of those. Yay! And then there we go. There goes the drone. Oh, I see. So you only really need one recycling drone in this level, which is fair enough. So we're getting there. 79% recycled, 15 to go. Oh, look at the frogs using the landscape bridge, oh, the nature bridge. And there's a happy bear on his back. Yay! That's what we want. Wow, those sound like cool instruments to learn. There we go. Oh, looks like we're doing even better on the ship. The airship. So, we should pack up over here, I think. Is it just the bears that are adequate? Yeah, the lakeside bears. Leaving. Oh. Oh. Do they need more forest maybe there? No, it was open space, wasn't it? They were talking about it was space. To be fair, the bears did move into that area. There's more space over here. You have 14 out of 10 species as well, so I suppose we're doing okay. Nine structures to go. So let's go there. Brilliant. Oh, that's cool. Oh no, what's going on there? Oh, the brown bear as well. Just not happy. Water pump. There we go. Start a fire there. See how far it burns. It's burning away from the forest. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, it needs space. That's the thing. Or is it needs beehive? I'm not quite sure which end is positive. Is that going to make him happier? Oh, also needs more water. Okay. Interesting. So is that the bears happier now? Okay, so food closer with the water, and they do have in fact plenty of space. Okay. Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it? Needs more water. It's pouring down with rain, and I've I'd already put in a river into the area, but I'm guessing this all runs on proximity and statistics, or sort of values associated with the different creatures. Okay, okay. Oh, we need to soak up that final turbine. There we go. 4 more structures to go. We're getting close. And my poor sore eyes are getting close to having a bit of a rest. Yeah, there are just these 2 here. Yes. And just these 2 now left in the middle. A salmon-powered turbine. That would be interesting. So 15 out of 10 animals met. 98% moisture. I guess we could try adding another little cloud seeder. There we go. Now we're up to 100%. 100% moisture. And they said it couldn't be done. They said it was impossible. But here we are. Yeah, I probably need to go to bed. Right now we need to soak up all the machines that we've made. Well, the last of them. There we go. And then put in our dock. Moisturize me, yes, yes. Oh, God, I haven't seen that in ages. Remember that? Speaking of which, I did watch the finale of the most recent Doctor Who season. And without spoiling anything, I feel as though it suffered from the worst of Russell T Davies's storytelling habits. Namely, rushing and having a problem with actually, you know, neatly paying off things that he's already set up, which is a bit of a shame. Anyway, I think we're ready to launch. We're ready to leave this area. And it is on iPlayer for free. If you have a, I used to really hate suggesting this. If you have a VPN or access to a VPN, which most is possible, I do believe, via the internet for free. Then yeah, it's worth watching. The entirety of Doctor Who, all of the seasons, all 60 years is on there at the moment, actually. Wasteland reclaimed, and then we fly away. Not a single trace of us ever having been here remains. We can appreciate the landscape if we want to, and it'll give us little different angles. Thank you, Nolan, thank you. Easier when there were no oil tycoons. Yeah. There we go, that's our achievements. Continue. Oh wow, I got a bit bright. Valley of the Wind. First achievement. And this is the planet that we're restoring. And now we can move on to our next section. There's also actually, as of today, there was a new aspect to the game. It wasn't DLC, it was an update. Sorry, there was an update to the game, to Terra Nil. And if you just exit this game, yes. Exit the game. Yeah, Vita Nova update with new missions And a new animal system. Okay, that's cool. Oh, this might be why some of this stuff wasn't entirely familiar to me, because it's a new version of the game. 3D world map. So that's new. That's cool. Excellent. Yeah, so new missions, new animal system, 3D world map. Well, very good. And so yes, I love this idea. I love the idea of an inverted city builder. I love the idea of having a slightly more sort of optimistic view of the future in terms of how we can use technology to improve the game, not just improve the game. Goodness God, improve the world, not just wreck it or exploit it. And this is a growing concept, solarpunk. It's one that I approve of, because I love me some cyberpunk. You know, I love it, and I love me some grim future, especially if it's filled with power armor and plucky bands of independent bandits on the edge of space, this kind of thing. But also, I love this idea of solarpunk presenting a, if not utopian, an alternative to the dystopian visions of the future that so much of our fiction, and therefore arguably our psyches, are being driven towards. If people can only believe the future is going to be shite, then it's only going to be shite, basically. But bears. Should all play Traveller at some point. Do you know what we should all play at some point? I downloaded this a while ago, and I'm terribly sorry that I haven't followed up on it. But D&D Chronicles of Mystara. First played this game on Xbox Live Arcade on the Xbox 360, and it was lots of fun. It was interesting. Felt like a cross between just say when. Okay, cool. Cross between sort of your what's it called? Golden Axe, and something with a bit of depth, something like a D&D campaign, well, an RPG basically is what I'm getting at. Managing items and stats and so on and so forth. There was also another game that I have on Xbox Live Arcade, although I've forgotten what it's called, but it was really good, and I haven't seen it anywhere else yet. I think it was on the Sega Saturn. So Sega Saturn, and then Xbox Live Arcade, and then it hasn't. I don't think it's been released anywhere else since. I'll check that name actually, because that's a game I'd like to play again. Which again has this sort of combination of Children of Mortar. No. But it has a similar feeling to Chronicles of Mystara. And it's a classic. I know it's one that people really hold in high regard. Posture check. Oh, my posture's okay. Oh, are you trying to trigger the farts, eh? The Fiartan Knights of the Round. No. I'm gonna have to go. What I'll do is I'll stop this stream. I'll go and turn on my Xbox and have a look, I think. Cylon, honestly. It's been a good stream, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. It has been fun. And I'm going to go and rest my tired eyes, because it has been a long, suddenly hot day in that sense. It was suddenly, and obviously, I imagine that Charmanar right now is sat in front of a fan on the couch. I just need to go and maybe soak my face in water. Right, good night, guys. Take care. And thanks for all the farts. Thank you. Diolch yn fawr, one and all. Do you know what? I thought you might be just in your pants. I nearly said that in the charity shop, when you were saying, I'm just going to go home and sit in front of I nearly said, oh yeah, and in your undies. But we were already getting looks as though people thought we were a couple. So I didn't. I really, cold eye compress. Oh, that'd be lovely. Yes, I might have to do that, actually. Right, I'm going to go. Bye. Take care.